Do you know how a narcissist is able to maintain their false sense of reality so firmly? They use toxic positivity to move through life. They don't live or experience life. They float. They purge and delete things only to rinse and repeat the cycle. They use terms like be positive, let it go, don't hold on to the past, forgive and forget, and so on, only to gaslight themselves and you into just bypassing their reality, their suffering. This is how they always stay dissociated from their life and from you. Let's talk about all of this further in today's episode. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Today we are going to discuss something very interesting. We are going to talk about how a narcissist uses toxic positivity to gaslight you. If that sounds interesting enough and you're eager to learn more with me, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already or if you are new to this channel. Your subscription helps spread awareness about narcissistic abuse. Let's lay the foundation by understanding how a narcissist is driven by the urge to purge. A narcissist is an escapist. They do not want to face their reality because by doing so, as you already know, they risk facing their rotten self, ultimately experiencing shame. They are biggest shame avoidance you will ever come across. So everything they do is revolves around the drive to run away from their shame, from who they are and what they do not want to face and experience. When it comes to hurting you, abusing you, a part of them knows they're doing something wrong. Maybe that part does signal feeling guilt. It doesn't feel guilt, but it signals feeling some. So what do they do in reaction to that part is they compartmentalize those experiences. They bypass every single chance they are given by universe to grow. They just focus on something entirely different. They dissociate and they deflect. For example, if you bring up why they hurt you and why you are in pain and why this relationship is failing, instead of truly listening to your hurts, instead of just being there, attuned and completely connected, what do instead? They'll just move into a completely different direction by talking about how you are not being positive. You just have to be positive. There is nothing to worry about, which is what we call minimalization. They minimalize and trivialize every single issue, which is a real one, but they just compare it with something else like death or cancer, only to show you how fool of a person you are to be worried. They belittle you for not moving on, for not forgiving and forgetting. They say that you sulk, you hold on to things for hours, but never address the issue of never validating you ever. They just let things pile up because they are avoidants, as I explained earlier. And then as things pile up more and more and more, you get more hurt whenever they do something small because the earlier pain is unresolved. That's why a narcissistic relationship is doomed to fail. As a survivor of this kind of horrible abuse, you feel suffocated. That's why I call it psychological strangulation. You feel unseen, you feel unheard. You just want to make them see how much you're hurting. That's why you desperately try by giving more. If you bring up an issue again and again and again, they'll blame you for just hurting them, for not letting them live at peace. They just blame you for not letting them relax or just destroying the relationship because you are talking about these issues that should not be issues anymore. Basically, when a narcissist does that, they want you to completely kill your needs, wants, and desires. They want you to become silent. They want you to lose your voice. They want you to assassinate your identity. They want you to shun your personality, and they want you to turn into a doll. They can't fill in the key, and you have to just move as per their wishes. It becomes suffocating for them when you keep showing them the mirror, when you keep telling them that you need to change this, or this is hurting me and that is what you shouldn't have said or done, or that is the thing that we need to do to make this relationship work. No, they will burden you with all the responsibilities of fixing everything, because in their delusional and crazy head, you are the cause and reason behind every single problem that exists. If they're breaking things, if they are punching holes in the walls, if they're subtly giving you aggression by being passive, if they are giving you silent treatments, it's all because of you. You need to change yourself. None of that is their fault, because the narcissist's false self is based on this: I am better than everybody else and I can never make a mistake. The overusage of these cliche sayings such as move on, let go, forgive and forget, be positive, think positive, don't be negative, and all that crap serves as collective gaslighting in changing your reality, because you then start thinking, I am such a negative and a horrible person. I just can't be happy. See, this person becomes happy with me when I act the way they want me to. So there must be a chance. I must be doing something terribly wrong for our relationship, for our connection not to work. So I must be like them for things to be okay. But at the same time, you also know that you are sacrificing your authenticity. You are becoming disingenuous only to cater to their needs and to please them. For these reasons, I say you have to completely leave your world behind and turn it upside down if you want to please a narcissist, and still there is no guarantee that you'll be able to successfully do that. Toxic positivity acts as a way to bypass the chances to grow. The universe keeps taking them in a particular direction, but they just keep changing it only to run away from their reality. They avoid, they deflect, they project, they minimize, they invalidate, only to face it all when they collapse, and when all their sources of supply are gone, they are left weak with their rotten self. That is when they squirm. That is when they try, but none of that works for them, because it's already too late. The virus has taken over, the cancer has spread, and now this terminal condition cannot be changed. So, in conclusion, a narcissist's toxic positivity is used only to change your perspectives and your perceptions, which are right. You should never let those words that are so widely used to change what you see them as, because that is who they are. Believe and trust your intuition. Your issues that you are facing in the relationship are the real ones, and they are trying to just distract you so that they do not have to take responsibility and change themselves. With that, let's bring this episode to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if there is anything that you would like to share related to the toxic positivity and how you experienced it. I will talk with you in the next one. As always, let the healing begin and continue.